Hi, I'm Shaun Booth, and I'm a keynote speaker, hip-hop recording artist, and creator of the Unauthorized Biography Series. So the Unauthorized Biography Series, what is that? It's a musical project where I tell the life stories of the world's greatest heroes, leaders, cultural icons, all through biographical rap songs. So really, it's a repackaging history through hip-hop. So I came up with the idea of the Unauthorized Biography Series over 10 years ago. And it started off with the unauthorized biography of James Brown. I wanted to tell his life story. I felt that when he passed away, there wasn't a lot of positive media coverage on him. Nothing that was really celebrating not just his contributions to music, but also the things that we can learn from his life. So it started off with me just writing a song about his life. And then, of course, you can't create a song about James Brown and celebrate James Brown without showing the cape routine, the dancing, the stage theatric. So that's how the whole idea of creating a video, a documentary style music video to go with the bio song happened. So how did I go from hip hop artist being on stage with Snoop and Kendrick to being a speaker in front of a corporate audience of, internal auditors, for example, right? How did we get from here to there? But in truth, it was really following my heart. I love music. I love the music industry. That was always my passion from a little kid. I just loved sharing stories with music. And I thought that there was just this one way that you were supposed to go to find success, and that was the music industry. But there was something there that was missing for me in terms of what I could really contribute, because there was something that wasn't quite there, quite right. That sense of purpose and fulfillment wasn't, it eventually dwindled away. And I had to kind of regroup. There was something missing. I was still trying to figure it out, and stepping back from it really gave me that space to really ask myself, what is it that I truly want? And when I stepped back from creating, albums and mixtapes, the bio series was the thing that was still continuing on. And it really started with teachers reaching out, sending me tweets, wanting to get in touch, because there was this desire for them to have me come into their classrooms. I think it was really teachers who saw the educational and inspirational value in the Unauthorized Biography Series, even when I didn't really see it. And eventually it led to sharing the life lessons that I was learning as I was creating these bios. The really interesting thing about what I do, to me, is how my presentations really transcend age, career, stage of life. I think a lot of the messaging that comes from my presentations are universal. I think no matter what stage we're at, we're still all struggling in our own ways with a lot of universal things, whether it's purpose, whether it's burnout. And the unique thing with corporate, what I get to do is work with clients and research that industry, research the pain points, have conversations, find out what's going on in, whether it's the company or the sector, the industry. And then I get to really tailor the messaging in between the bios to what's going on specifically in that company, in that industry. Let me try to explain what it's like. It's music, multimedia, motivation, all wrapped in one. So I perform a selection of the bios, right? So it's usually 4 bios per keynote. And the whole process of even choosing those 4 bios is collaborative, is, pre-event calls, discussing what bios would fit best for the theme of the conference, the intention behind the conference. And in between the bios, I talk about the life lessons we can learn. I contextualize the story of the bio, and the audience gets to map that back into their own lives, their own career. So it's a bio, it's a conversation, it's another bio, it's a conversation, and another bio, and so on. You kind of just have to see it to fully understand it. And of course, when you're doing something totally unique and different, a lot of the times I come across this sense that there's risk involved. No one's seen something like this before. Is it gonna go over well? In all truth, what I've come to understand and know really, really truly is that everybody is looking for something new. Everyone is tired of the same old right now we're at a time where we want innovation. We want to see, the messaging is the messaging. There's so many people out there with amazing messages and stories. What's going to be different is the delivery, the way in which it's delivered. And there's a yearning for something unique, and that's what I bring to the table. It's so different from what we see in hip hop right now. I think there's another reason I'm so passionate about what I do and how I do what I do is I want to show people the power of this genre of music in terms of how it can uplift and inspire instead of tear people down. It's really taking what I think the best of hip hop is, and that's really, speaking truth, delivering powerful, empowering messages that uplift your audience. So, yes, it's different. Yes, it's unlike anything that your audience has ever seen before. And yes, that's why it goes over so well. That's why it leaves people so inspired because of the uniqueness of the way this whole presentation is delivered. With so many different biography pieces in my series, I have 16 of them and counting. There's so many lessons, of course, you can imagine that I could extract from all of these stories and these icons. So, when I think of what the takeaway is, there's, it really depends on the theme. It depends on the conversation that we have with the clients, the intention behind the conference. For me, the intention is not just to celebrate the greatness of others, but this is a reminder that all these qualities that we are, inspired by, when we look at the lives of these other icons, they exist inside of all of us. And in this rat race of just showing up and doing work and doing more work, we forget why we're doing what we're doing. I really think that when we see what has been done by others, it helps us believe in what can be done by us. So what's next for the Unauthorized Biography Series? Of course, I'm still making and creating new pieces. Right now, I'm working on the Kobe Bryant Unauthorized Biography. I'm very excited about that. But beyond the bios, what really excites me is this other project that I'm working on, and it is similar but different. And what I want to do is create songs or create a piece where I work with our clients, and we don't celebrate icons, we celebrate the unsung heroes of the organization, and that's what that looks like is having conversations about a few people in an organization who are extraordinary, but no one really knows their contribution, and creating a piece celebrating them, similar to the way I do with the biography series, but now it's focused on the people in the company and celebrating them and bringing them to the forefront. Just reminding people of the everyday greatness that exists all around us. I'm Shaun Booth, and I'm looking forward to working with you to create an experience your audience will never forget. Got it?